and I think it's time for some oats. My stomach is growling. I doubt the camera picked it up, but it was more like a whine. It was like a I'm headed out to my friend's birthday bash. How does having fun tonight affect my productivity tomorrow? Let's find out. Good morning. Feeling a little rough. It's about 11, a little after 11. Last night was late night. I didn't film anything except for my drive into Austin and downtown. Besides that, just I just lost track of time. That's what I'm trying to say. Brain's still firing up. I don't know why this means firing up. When I first started this year, I had no idea what I was getting into. I knew that I wanted to do something physically, hence the bodybuilding challenge. I knew that I wanted to start some sort of business. I had no idea what that was going to be. And it was just serendipity, I think, that I came across Gary Vaynerchuk's video about the 2017 Flip Challenge. And it really just changed the course of my year. I have to admit that I thought Gary Vaynerchuk was just this motivational speaker, kind of blowhard, not full of substance. But the more I learned about him and his books, I realized that he's not full of shit. When he talks about you need to eat shit for a couple years, I'm starting to understand that, because there's a lot you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice, a lot of TV time, time with friends, sometimes time with family, even time for yourself. And since the beginning of the year, I've been hitting it really hard, taking very little time for all of those things, including time for myself. So last night I went out with friends to celebrate birthdays, and I had a good time. I need to remember to make time for that. Of course, I can't do that every day. I can't do that even every week. But I'm glad I did that. So because I was out late last night, I kind of slept in a little bit today. And I think today, to help me be productive for the next few weeks, I'm going to take a little time for myself and do a little self-care. You could call it Self-Care Sunday. I'm also going to combine this video with my Monday Stats Monday video, because I need to not produce two videos. If you've been a subscriber for a while, you've had Measure Stats Monday videos all to yourselves, separate. Well, this time it's going to be combined. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, I just can't produce two videos. I need to take a little time for myself today and combine those two so that I have one less video to produce for tomorrow. With that said, I'm getting a little hungry, and I think it's time for some oats. My stomach is growling. I doubt the camera picked it up, but it was more like a whine. It was like a Anyway, let's get some breakfast. Hey guys, I'm going to try something a little different today. So for Measure Stats Monday, I go over my numbers, show you how I'm progressing on the 2017 Flip Challenge, as well as how I'm doing in my vlogging and my personal bodybuilding challenge. But today, instead of showing you my spreadsheet, which is probably really boring, I'm just going to tell you my numbers and try to display them here if I can. So we'll start with the 2017 Flip Challenge, right? So the goal is to get $20,170 by the end of the year. So far in revenue, I've generated $1,638. After expenses and fees, my profit is $628, which is 3% of the way there. So considering that we are at the beginning of April, which is a fourth of the way of the year, I am quite behind. So I'm hoping to turn that around. I've talked about some strategies in the past, but basically I'm still making effort there. So with my bodybuilding challenge, here are my measurements. I weighed in at 190.2 pounds today, pretty much the same as last week. My chest is 44.25 inches, just a quarter inch larger than last week. My upper arm is still at 14.5. My forearm is still at 11.5. My thigh is smaller. I am down 1/2 inch to 24 inches, and my calf is still at 14.5 inches. And I also had a reduction in my waist. I am down to 38.75 inches. So that is down 1/2 inch from last week. And from the beginning, since the first time I measured, I am down almost 2 inches. So I started out at 40.5 inches. So not too shabby. So saw some progress in my thigh and waist. I'm still eating about 25 to 3,000 calories per day, whole food plant-based. I've had a little bit of junk food here and there, but not too much, just on occasion. So social media. So I am up to 117 YouTube subscribers, which is, I'm humbled at the increase. I don't know how else to put it. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope that I'm bringing value to your lives, to whether it's entertaining or whether you're learning something from my experience. I appreciate you. I am also up to 2,607 views. That is a little more than 300 views increase since the last week. So I think both of these, the increase in subscribers and views, is a big part due to the veda, which is Vlog Every Day in April event. So I'm participating in veda this month, if you didn't know, and I'm also participating in Sexy Savvy Social's Vlog Every Day in April event as well, and that is Amy Schmidauer's hashtag event thingamajigger. Anyway, I came to know about veda through Amy. So thank you, Amy. I'm really learning a lot. I'm learning how to put my videos together, telling a narrative, being entertaining if I can, and really just thinking about what value I want to bring to my viewers. So thank you so much for viewing. Thank you, Amy, for putting on this event. And thank you for the veda community who's participating, providing me feedback, and providing videos of your own for me to watch. I'm really learning a lot from that. Oh, I got a little bright in here. Twitter, I am down to 153 followers. You know, social media fluctuates sometimes. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. We just move on. Facebook, still at 36 likes. No change there. And Instagram, 143 followers. So overall, not a whole lot of change with social media except for YouTube. But nevertheless, I appreciate all of you who follow me on my channels. If you want to follow me on YouTube and Facebook, just go to youtube.com/aspiringantonio or facebook.com/aspiringantonio. And to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, I'm at aspiringantonio. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following me. Thank you for it all. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a great week. Oh, and see you in the next video. Take care.